My name's Brandon. I have actually was in the landscaping industry for a while, and there was a company that was hiring Chucket containers, and it was a family-owned business, and I took over operations in November, and it was really just an old school family business. They ran everything on Excel spreadsheets. Processed all the credit cards manually. There was a lot of work like that. With my background in landscaping and owning my own business prior, I wanted to automate things and make things streamlined. So one of the very first things that I did was start seeking out software that was specific for this industry. This January 1st, I wanted to start to implement software. So I interviewed a couple different companies, and I used the interfaces a little bit because I knew there was going to be a learning curve with whatever software I use. So I didn't really want to have to try one for a month and then go back and then start over again. Um, so so it only took me a month to actually make a decision. Um, and that's because everything else I was just trying to see what else was out there. Um, but the user friendliness and the interface and everything with Docket was is really what sold me. And so it, after implementing it, like January, I going through all the tutorials. It was probably 3 months before I was running like 75%. So it did take a while, but that's because I had other tasks. It wasn't like, I'm basically a one man band when it comes to the operations, the management. If I have to drive or fill in because we're such a small company. Um, but it it really helped streamline everything. And and actually the drivers like it as well. I mean, just they don't have to write tickets anymore, so just trying to simplify all the processes. And that's what Docket did. I mean, I said it took a little bit of time, but that's with any software. But I just kind of dove right into it and went through the tutorials and just hands on, like with the software to integrate it, to our existing, uh, just to change over everything. And it's not like it took 3 months of full integration, working every day. It was just, a couple days, a week, a few hours a day, and implementing the software. But well worth it. Just the amount of time that I save now. Um, Literally, it's at least 2 hours a day just by scheduling. um, and that doesn't even take into consideration the routing side of it and the efficiency. um, but from a administrative standpoint, well worth it. Saves that time you invest up front. So if you look at that, 2 hours a day savings, um, 10 hours a week, that's 40 hours a month. That's huge. So I think the biggest thing is the connection in the process. So making it very easy for people um, to order a dumpster online, right? I don't have to take their information. I don't have to process their credit cards anymore. We can just send them the link. They fill everything out, so it's kind of hands off. So that's it's a challenge if you take down a wrong credit card number, right? And now you're like chasing these people down for like a 5 instead of a 9 because you misheard it on the phone. So just trying to eliminating all of those little things that were the hiccups, um, from an administrative standpoint, that that was my biggest challenge. Is I knew I wanted to get rid of all of those headaches, and Docket just really really helped and simplify it all. So what I'll be able to do with our business is, it's been nice to be able to monitor sales, really see where the numbers are coming in at. What um, just like the the separate charges that you can make for the overages and billing. So really trying to make every unit that is being sold profitable, like to maximize profit. So whether it's a 2 day overage charge that you may have missed, those add up. And it makes it so automated that with the click of a button, you're creating another source of income that you may have missed before because of administrative headaches and tracking. So really just being able to track everything. um, and once when this, where I see the, uh, maximizing profitability, number one with this business, and then I even see being able to, possibly uh, help other businesses just like mine. I mean, from a coaching aspect and being able to integrate something like Docket into their business to help with efficiency. So whether it's franchising ours or helping other businesses grow, Docket provides that. And I feel like you could just it's a platform that you can really, it's just very robust. You can grow with it, but it's still user friendly. We have kind of a niche, our company specifically, because you know only one size container really. So it's we have containers on wheels. So that's like and we're really like the only one in Cleveland. Not say the only one, but the in that market that is known for that. So we get a lot of recognition because of that. Um, and what I'm hoping to do is really take and network and make connections with people that have different, whether they're different size dumpsters, or their company is missing something that we can add, or we can add something that we're missing. So just mutually beneficial relationships. And really trying to grow with referrals, and just making that network stronger. So I mean, it's not really about taking, there's plenty of business to go around. It's just as long as you're profitable, and I think that's what really Docket helps with, is showing that, like, hey, what you're doing is working, what you're doing is not working. It really has uh, a metric for that. So yeah, I think the networking will help everything, and Docket will help facilitate that too. Anybody that is looking at Docket, the it is an investment, right? And what you spend monthly will it will show you how much you're saving and how much more money you can make. So I mean, all software is going to cost money. All any process that you do is going to take time. But I really like the customer service has been great with Docket, and really it's helped free up time. It's going to be basically the the platform that I build the business on, and grow with. Um, so yeah, I have uh, and I've interviewed others. I've used other interfaces, and I just really like Docket. So it does everything that I needed to do and more. So I've probably only touched on and maybe 50% of the capacity of what Docket offers. Um, so yeah, I look forward to to branching out and seeing what else it has going on.